This is the Award of Excellence and honors significant outstanding contributions to the executive search and leadership consulting profession. And we give this to those at the height of their careers, representing individuals who have contributed something that is remarkable, innovative, or groundbreaking in their firm and for the profession, which makes them worthy of receiving this highest recognition. This includes demonstrated leadership both in their firms and beyond for the good of the profession. So without further ado, do we have it up? I am honored to present this award to Joel Van Ranson of Spencer Stuart. Joel's impact on the profession of executive search, organizational culture, and inclusion are at the core of the Award of Excellence. Never met him, and I'm so excited to have the chance. He is noted for his commitment to the development of next generation talent within the firm. Many have credited Joel for their decision to begin their careers in executive search, which is amazing. It is notable that Joel was named his firm's first ever people chair for the Americas, with a focus on people and culture shaping, which are the hallmarks of elevating the profession of executive search. Joel, please join me on the stage so that I can present you with the AESC Award of Excellence. So I believe Joel is going to say a few words, and after that, a colleague has very wonderful words to say as well, Luke Wharton. So let's let Joel say his words, and then Luke, if you can join.
Thank you all so much. This is beautiful, and I'm very, very touched and grateful and humbled and honored. I want to give my sincere thanks to the AESC, and I want to say how special it is to be here with a number of colleagues and friends and my wonderful husband, Teddy, in the back. I'm a little bit emotional. I feel incredibly lucky to work with a team of colleagues who have made my life interesting and rewarding and fun and exciting since I came to Spencer Stuart about 23 years ago. I remember when I first interviewed at Spencer Stuart back in 1999, coming from Condé Nast and the New Yorker magazine. I started out a little bit skeptical about what is this executive search and leadership consulting profession? Could this be right for me? And could an out gay man find his way in what at the time was a bit of a clubby profession? As I met with a group of Spencer Stuart colleagues, it sank in how talented and impressive they all are. Meeting with partners like Peter McLean and David Daniel, I remember thinking to myself, I'd like to be like him or her one day. I saw role models and people I could learn from and emulate and aspire to. As I sat in those interviews, I remember a strange sense of calm coming over me, unlike what I had felt when I interviewed at other companies. Looking back, I think I knew inside that I had found my home. I feel so lucky that I landed in the New York office and in the financial officer practice. I've been the beneficiary of incredible mentors who took me under their wing. People like Dayton Ogden, Jennifer Bowl, Kevin Connolly, and many others. These people helped open up a new world for me and taught me how to navigate the choppy waters of client management, dealing with candidates, and navigating with colleagues. After lots of trial and error and hard work, and it took me about 10 years, I started to find my footing in the industry and in the profession. I saw how this profession is very challenging, maddening at times, but ultimately very rewarding and somewhat addictive. And yes, there was and is room for an LGBTQ person and lots of other people from underrepresented communities in our profession. I think I'd been in the business for about 10 years when we hired a junior colleague named Tim Coughlin. Now, for the first time, I was the mentor, and I found a way to pay back some of what had been given to me. I found working with Tim a lot more fun and invigorating and energizing in a new way that gave me a new lease on life. serving clients and developing colleagues. Now that's a mission you could get really excited about. Today on our America's People Committee, we focus on three major priorities: building our people development culture, advancing diversity, equity, and inclusion, and evolving and modernizing the experience for all colleagues. One of the biggest initiatives that we're proud of is what we call the advisor model. Taking a page from McKinsey, Bain, and BCG, every consultant at Spencer Stuart is paired with a senior colleague who's their advisor. Advisors are given professional training on how to be a career coach. Advisors meet in committee twice a year to drive calibration and accountability and teamwork. It's been fascinating to see how much this advisor model has built our Spencer Stuart culture by focusing all of us on colleague development in a more structured way. And it's very interesting to me to see how this whole program is equally as enriching for the advisors as it is for the advisees. Spencer Stuart is really like a big family to me. The connections and relationships are about a lot more than just getting the job done. We are colleagues, yes, but we're much more than that, and I think that's the reason I've stayed so long. The future for our profession is very bright. We're all going to continue to become increasingly consultative for our clients. We're going to make more and more use of advanced technology. And if we focus both on serving clients and developing our colleagues, I really believe the sky is the limit. On this point, I'm reminded of the words of a colleague, Art Brown, who formerly led the Spencer Stuart New York office. He said, somewhat surprisingly, caring about people is actually really good business. I'm lucky to work with an amazing team, many of whom are here today. Liza Mallard, Patricia Lewin, Luke Wharton, Nordia, Kristen Waite, and many, many others. Tom Daniels, Ina. Everything we do is a team effort. So I'm really proud to accept this award on behalf of all of us. Thank you.
It's tough to follow that, but I'll do my best. I'm honored to have the opportunity. I'm Luke Wharton, one of Joel's many colleagues that are here today, and have a pleasure to get to say a few words. I'm honored to have the opportunity to share my experience of working with Joel, learning from Joel. Over Joel's 20 plus years at Spencer Stuart, he's inspired so many of us with his incredible journey from associate to global firm leadership, leading the Americas and global CFO practice, the global head of functional practices, and most recently as the first ever People Chair of the Americas. He also served as the founding executive sponsor for our LGBTQ+ affinity group. Joel is by any measure one of the most sought after practitioners in our industry, but there is far more that sets Joel apart. For many of us, Joel von Ranson is the reason we joined Spencer Stuart and this industry, and why many of us have remained and thrived. Historically, our industry had been quite homogeneous, and Joel was an out gay man at a time when there were markedly few others. On a personal note, upon joining Spencer Stuart, I, for the first time, have been able to show up as my fully authentic self as an out gay man, in no small part due to the trail Joel blazed for all of us. While Joel has held many senior leadership roles at the firm, it's clear that he does not simply seek power or title. He does not push his own personal agenda and equitably advocates for us all. Joel is an intensely active and caring listener who is sought out for advice and counsel by so many internally and externally. He recognizes and values all of our differences and capabilities and inspires others to do so as well. I am one of many here today, including so many back in the back of the room, who wouldn't be where I am today professionally and personally if it weren't for Joel. Joel saw potential in a bean-counting, spreadsheet-loving CPA. He invested in me, which included a lot of red pen ink and Word document track changes. He trusted me and provided me a platform with his clients to develop the skills and confidence I have today. He has forever changed my life for the better. Joel is deserving of this Award of Excellence, not only because of his impact on our firm, but on this profession as a whole. He models excellence in client service, delivery, and candidate care, excellence in service to the firm and the next generation of search and advisory leaders, and excellence in helping our industry continue to evolve. Thank you, Joel.